The underworld of Liberty City, chaos reigned supreme. Among the countless criminals and miscreants, two figures stood out: Catalina, a cunning and manipulative woman, and Claude Speed, a silent and unpredictable force of destruction. Their paths had crossed before, but this time, Catalina had gone too far. It all began with a simple heist. Catalina and Claude had planned to rob a bank together, their partnership built on a foundation of mutual greed and a thirst for power. But as the plan unfolded, Catalina's true colors emerged. She betrayed Claude, leaving him to face the authorities alone while she made off with the loot. Claude, feeling the sting of betrayal, vowed to track down Catalina and make a pay for her treachery. He scoured the entire town, leaving no stone unturned in his beloved pursuit. With each passing day, his anger grew, fueling determination to bring her to justice. Finally, after weeks of searching, Claude managed to locate Catalina in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. As he approached, the tension in the air was palpable. Both knew that this encounter would be their last. The moment their eyes met, a fierce gunfight erupted. Bullets whizzed through the air, shattering crates and splintering wood. Catalina fought back with all her might, but Claude's rage gave him an edge. He was relentless, his every move calculated and precise. Just as it seemed that Catalina would be overwhelmed, a sudden disturbance shook the ground. From the shadows emerged Carnage, a monster fiend with a thirst for blood and destruction. The psychopathic monster from another universe had somehow found its way into Liberty City. Claude, recognizing the danger, seized the opportunity to escape. He left Catalina to face the wrath of Carnage, knowing that her fate would be far worse than anything he could inflict upon her. As he made his way to safety, he could hear her scream differing through the night, a chilling reminder of the consequences of her actions. Carnage, fueled by its insatiable bloodlust, brutally and violently ended Catalina's life. His story, filled with deceit and betrayal, came to a gruesome end. Liberty City breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that one less menace roamed the streets. Claude, forever scarred by the betrayal he had endured, disappeared into the shadows once more. His chaotic neutral nature continued to guide him, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. The city would never forget the name Claude Speed, a silent force to be reckoned with, forever haunted by the memory of Catalina's betrayal. Bellic and his brother Norman had come a long way since their arrival in Liberty City. They had left their war-torn homeland in search of a better life, leaving behind a trail of violence and bloodshed. But now, Nico had grown tired of the constant cycle of killing and revenge that seemed to follow him wherever he went. One day, while walking the streets of Liberty City, Nico stumbled upon a familiar face. It was Darko Burbick, a man who had betrayed Nico's friends 10 years ago for a mere $1,000. Darko had fallen into the depths of drug addiction, his once strong and proud demeanor now reduced to a mere shell of a man. As Nico looked into Darko's eyes, he saw the pain and regret that consumed him. He could see that Darko's life had become a living hell, haunted by the choices he had made. The old Nico, the one consumed by vengeance, would have taken this opportunity to exact his revenge. But now, Nico felt no satisfaction in killing Darko. He saw no use in it. Nico's experiences as an ex-army military officer had shown him enough violence to last a lifetime. He had witnessed the horrors of war, the destruction of brown innocent lives. He had come to Liberty City to escape that life, to be a person to maintain his moral code and conscience. Darko, Nico said, his voice filled with a mix of sadness and understanding. Leave us alone. Don't come after us. Find a way to make amends for what you've done. Darko looked at Nico, his eyes filled with surprise and disbelief. He had expected a bullet to the head, not mercy from the man he had betrayed. But Nico had changed. He had seen enough death and destruction to know that revenge would not bring him peace. With a nod, Darko turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowded streets of Liberty City. Nico knew that Darko's path would not be an easy one. The grip of addiction was strong, and it would take more than a simple conversation to save him. But Nico had made his choice. He would leave Darko alone, allowing him to face the consequences of his actions. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Nico and Roman continued to build their lives in Liberty City, leaving behind the violence and darkness that had plagued them for so long. They found success in their business ventures, and slowly but surely, they began to heal. And as for Darko, his path took a different turn. Without the constant threat of violence, he found himself facing his demons head-on. He sought help for his addiction, determined to make amends for the pain he had caused. It was a long and difficult journey, but Darko was determined to find redemption. In the end, Nico's decision to spare Darko's life was not just an act of mercy, but a reflection of his own growth and transformation. He had chosen to break the cycle of violence, to be a person who valued life over revenge. And in doing so, he had found a sense of peace that he had longed for all his life. In the dimly lit warehouse, the air was thick with tension as two formidable opponents faced off. Chris Redfield, a member of the elite STRS team, stood tall with his bulging muscles, a testament to his immense strength. His biceps rippled as he clenched his fists, ready to take on any challenge that came his way. Across from him stood John Wick, a renowned assassin known for his lethal precision and unmatched combat skills. His cold, calculating eyes locked on Chris, assessing his opponent's every move. The room seemed to shrink as the anticipation grew, both men prepared to engage in battle that would test their limits. Chris, known for his brute strength, had always relied on his muscles to overcome obstacles. But he had grown wiser over the years, honing his skills through rigorous training with STRS. He had developed a battle IQ that allowed him to analyze his opponent's weaknesses and exploit them to his advantage. No longer just a brawler, Chris had become a force to be reckoned with. As the fight commenced, Chris utilized his newfound skills, blending his brute strength with the precision of a trained fighter. His movements were fluid, each strike calculated and purposeful. John Wick, taken aback by Chris's unexpected agility, struggled to keep up with the onslaught. Chris's massive muscles gave him an advantage, allowing him to deliver devastating blows that sent shockwaves through the air. With each punch, he unleashed a force capable of moving massive rocks and boulders. The sheer power behind his strikes was enough to crack the foundation beneath them. John Wick, known for his resilience, fought back with everything he had. But Chris's endurance and durability, a result of his intense training, allowed him to withstand the assassin's attacks. Blow after blow, Chris stood his ground, refusing to yield. As the battle raged on, Chris's battle IQ came into play. He anticipated John Wick's every move, countering with precision and finesse. His muscles, once seen as a mere display of strength, now became a deadly weapon in his arsenal. With a final surge of strength, Chris unleashed a devastating blow, his massive muscles propelling him forward. The force behind his punch was enough to shatter John Wick's skull, leaving him defeated and broken. The room fell silent as Chris stood victorious, his chest heaving with exertion. The battle had tested his limits, but he had emerged triumphant. His muscles, once seen as a sole advantage, had become a mere fraction of his true strength. Chris Redfield had proven that he was not just a brawler, but a skilled fighter capable of outsmarting even the most formidable opponents. As the dust settled, Chris's gaze shifted to the horizon, knowing that his journey was far from over. With his newfound skills and unwavering determination, he was ready to face any challenge that lay ahead.